Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to start off this video by pushing back my client's cuticles, and I'm going to get ready to cut off any excess and dry cuticles just to prevent any lifting. Next, I'm just going to be using a fine sanding band, and I'm going to be removing the shine from all of her natural nails. And I'm going to be doing this step before I apply the fake tips, because I find that the glue sticks on better to the natural nail after it's been buffed off from its natural shine. And I'm going to be using a KDS glue and these clear tips. I had both the clear and the natural tips both set out because I wasn't sure how I was going to do the design, but I ended up just using all clear tips. And these tips, I have them available online, and I'll be leaving the link listed below. So I had already cut the ring finger to the length that we were going to do, and now I'm just going to measure the ring finger, the pinky, and the pointer to the same length as the ring finger. And then I'm going to move on to the next hand, and I'll be showing you guys how I measure both hands together. So I always start off with the pinky, and I just put them both cuticle to cuticle and make sure that the length is the same. I'll be doing that with all of the fingers except the thumbnail. The thumbnail I measured a bit different. I used the thumbnail and the middle finger, and I measure the length, and I'll be showing you guys a clip of how I do that in a second. I grab the thumbnail and the ring and the middle finger, sorry, and I just make sure that the lengths are the same, and I don't measure them cuticle to cuticle, but I measure them from like the free edge. And then after that, I just go ahead and measure the other thumb and make sure that they're all the same length. And then right here, I'm just going back and I'm just kind of pushing back her skin just to make sure that it's not stuck under there with the glue. And since these nail tips are a bit thinner, I'm not going to cut them today. I have before, but today I just kind of felt like filing them, and I felt that it worked out just as fine. So I'm just using an 80/80 grit file to file the shape a little bit before I apply the acrylic. I do have these nail files available online as well, and also the fine sanding bands that I'm going to be using in the next clip to buff and like blend in the natural nail with the nail tip. I also have that available. I'm going to be using an alcohol cleanser, and I'm spraying all of her nails and just using this little manicure brush to dust off any excess dust from all the filing and the shaping before I apply the primer. And I'm going to be using Young Nails Protein Bond, and I'm going to be doing 2 coats of this on each hand. Using 2 colored acrylics, Ocean Blue and Berry. These are both from my online store, and I'm going to be creating an ombre look with these 2. Before I apply these colored acrylics, I'm going to be applying a thin layer of a clear acrylic, which I also have available online. And this is just to protect the natural nail from getting stained. Also, if you're gonna, for her next fill, if she would want to change to like another acrylic color, I would have to file down this acrylic color, so the clear just gives it a base so for you to come back to when you're gonna be doing a redesign with another acrylic, if that makes sense. And the first color that I'm using right here is called Ocean Blue, and I'm just going to be applying that to like the free edge of the nail and then down. And after that, I'll be applying Berry to the cuticle, to the top where the nail bed is at, and fading that down. And you want to fade the, for example, like the purple down to the blue while the acrylic is still wet. If you wait for the purple to get too dry, you're not going to get a nice blend. And after you get the blend that you want, go ahead and encapsulate that, or not encapsulate it, but apply like a thin layer of clear acrylic over it, so when you go back to like file and shape it at the end, the blend doesn't just like go away. And right here I was kind of messing with it a little bit because there was a little piece of like dry acrylic in the nail when I applied the bead, so I was trying to take that out. That's why I was kind of messing with it a little bit. I'm only applying that purple to like slanted like half the nail because I'm gonna come back and apply some glitter on that section. So right here I'm just gonna be applying like a super wet layer of clear acrylic so I'm able to stick on this foil. And after I'm done sticking that on, I'm gonna cut like the excess length with my little scissors. And after, I'm gonna be applying the ocean blue and the berry to each side of the nail to kind of leave the foil in the middle of both colors. So coming back to this design, I'm going to be grabbing a bead of clear acrylic and I'm going to be encapsulating this whole design. Mostly just to cover up that foil so when I come back and file it in a second, it doesn't just file off and disappear. And I'm also going to be applying the silver glitter to this nail. And I'm not applying too much, I'm just applying it kind of thinly because I am going to encapsulate this as well. And again, I do have this clear powder for sale online, so I'll also be leaving the link to that below. And this brush that I'm using, it's from Cherry, the brand Cherry, and I believe it's the size 10 or 12 brush. I'm just gonna go in with a fine bit and remove any bulk from the nails, make them more natural looking, remove any excess acrylic from the cuticle area or from underneath the nail. And after that, I'm going to repeat this process but with a fine sanding band, and that's just to like completely smooth out and even out anything that this bit didn't do to the nail. I'm going back with my hand file and I'm gonna perfect the shape. This is the final shape, so this is where you would want to completely make sure that every nail is shaped correctly and prep it for buffing and for polish. with the alcohol cleanser, I'm going to spray all the nails and again go in with my manicure brush and dust off any excess dust and powder from all the filing. And I'm going to be using the Koopa TV non-wipe top coat. I really love this top coat. I've been using it for a while now. And I'm just going to be applying this to all the nails, and I'm going to cure it under this LED lamp from Madame Glam for 60 seconds. And then I will take them out, apply cuticle oil to her nails, and then I'll take the pictures and show you guys some videos.